I wasn't the girl who stood out. I wasn't the loudest, the boldest, or the one everyone noticed. In fact, I was quiet, always watching, always feeling, and when I picked up a pencil, the world around me faded. I could lose myself for hours, sketching faces, capturing beauty in every detail. It was my escape, my safe space. But no one ever celebrated that. No one told me that this is special. Let me tell you my story of how I left architecture and why, and how I became a full-time artist while showing you the process of my latest painting so that you won't get bored listening to me talk and drink my coffee. I grew up thinking that being good at something wasn't enough unless others approved of it. I pushed myself in school, in art, in everything, hoping for the kind of recognition that never came. And when it was time to choose a future, I did what I thought I was supposed to do. I studied architecture. I mean, it made sense. I had good grades, I was good in math, physics, and art. It was the excellent choice. It was creative, structured, respectable. But guess what? It wasn't for me. For 4 years, I felt trapped. Each day was heavy, filled with a kind of emptiness I couldn't explain. I told myself to push through, to be grateful, but deep down, I knew I was living someone else's dream. I used to joke about leaving university to become an artist. It was my way of coping, turning my frustration into something lighthearted. But the truth was, I thought about it every single day. And then everything changed. One evening, I took a trip to Florence with my boyfriend, now husband. Surrounded by some of the most breathtaking art in the world, I felt an overwhelming sense of appreciation for everything around me. It was incredible. And then I finally said it out loud. I don't want this. I want to be an artist. My boyfriend looked at me and said, "Then go for it. What are you waiting for? Why are you making yourself miserable just to study something you don't love and just to impress people?" In that moment, the weight I had carried for years began to lift, and I took the decision to leave architecture school. A lot of people told me it was stupid, too risky, and questioned what I was doing to myself. I knew their concerns made sense, but deep down, something was telling me I had to do it. I don't know, there was an inner voice telling me that over and over, and in that moment, it just felt right. But a few days later, when reality set in, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I felt completely lost. Then what? Determined to make my dream work, I moved to Rome and enrolled in a course at the Accademia di Belle Arti. But life had other plans. Shortly after I arrived, the course was suspended, and I suddenly found myself in a new city with no direction. I wandered, researched, took a million online courses trying to find my way. But soon, personal issues pulled me back home to Lebanon. My mom got sick, and I needed to be with my family. If you ever lived alone for years and then moved back in with family, you know how hard it is. If not, consider yourself lucky. That year was one of the hardest of my life. I was trying to figure out who I was, what I wanted, and where my art fit in the world, while also dealing with the emotional weight of my mom's illness. And the truth was, I didn't even know what I wanted. I didn't even know what I liked. For so long, I had made art to impress others. I had spent my life doing things for approval, for validation, always assuming my ideas weren't good enough. I used to draw realistic pencil portraits because they impressed the people around me. To be honest, many of them weren't even interested in art itself. They just wanted to see an exact copy of someone famous or something familiar. Don't get me wrong, hyperrealism is incredible and it takes an unbelievable amount of practice to master. But for me, it wasn't fulfilling. I simply didn't enjoy the process anymore. So I started over from zero. I painted everything: landscapes, portraits, realism, still life, and even abstract. I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew I had to experiment if I ever wanted to find my voice. It wasn't easy. It felt like taking a million steps back. But looking back now, I'm proud of that version of me, the one who refused to give up, even when nothing felt certain. And if there's one thing I'm really proud of in that journey, it's how I changed as a person. I used to be painfully shy. Posting a selfie on my story, I'd ask several people, family, and friends if it was good enough first. The idea of showing my face, let alone speaking on camera, terrified me. I never thought in my entire life I could post videos of myself talking, especially not in English, my second language. But I worked hard to push past that fear. Now, creating content, sharing my art, and speaking to the world, it's second nature. It's one of the best things I've ever done for myself. After months of trial and error, heck, after a year and even more, I finally found what resonated with me. My art became a reflection of transformation, of self discovery, of finding the beauty and strength within ourselves. But then came the next big question: now what? I dived into research again. I took more courses, watched several YouTube videos on how to start an art business. Because here's the thing: being an artist isn't just about making art. If you want to sell it, to make living from it, you have to learn about marketing, branding, know the art market, and a lot of stuff. And if you're like me, my friend, you have no one to talk to about the business side of art or anything art related, you'll have to do a ton of research. I spent hours reading, watching YouTube videos, reaching out to strangers online, and ask a million questions, trying to understand what I was getting into. And you'll be surprised of how many people are willing to help you if you just simply ask them in a nice way. And then I created my first art collection, Becoming You. It wasn't just a series of paintings, it was the story of my own journey, of transformation, of stepping into who I was meant to be. Each piece carried a message of self love, confidence, and the beauty of becoming the best version of yourself. I poured my heart into that collection, and when I finally launched it, it felt like stepping into my power. So, guys, I just want to be real with you. I'm not trying to sell or push my art in this video. I just want to share my journey with you. Creating this collection and this website was a huge part of my process, and it really marked my transition into the art world. From building the website to thinking about marketing, branding, and photo shoot, all the other stuff, it was a lot. But I'm really proud of how it all came together. So I just wanted to show you what I did. If you'd like to check out the collection, feel free to browse my website. You'll find my original paintings and limited edition prints there. And if my story resonated with you or you just enjoy my art, I'd love for you to subscribe to my newsletter. That way you'll get updates on my latest work, behind the scenes moments, and my little art journal. The link is in the description. Also, if you stick around until the end of the video, there's a small gift waiting for you as a thank you for your support. Now that the launch is over, I'm moving forward. Am I happy with the results? To be honest, not that much. I was a little disappointed because I wanted to sell more. I've only sold 4 prints so far. But it's not the end of the world. I just need to keep going, keep putting myself out there, and trust that the right art collectors will find me and start collecting my work. I'm trying to stay optimistic while also being realistic. I think it's just human nature to have high expectations for something you've worked so hard on. This journey has been anything but easy. But every struggle, every detour, every moment of doubt led me here. To a life where I get to create, to share, to inspire. And I wouldn't trade that for anything. My art is more than just paintings. It's my journey. It's the transformation from self doubt to self love. It's about rediscovering the light we all carry, the beauty that's always been there waiting to shine. I create for the girl I once was, the one who felt invisible, who doubted herself, who was afraid to take up space in the world. I want my art to remind her and every person who felt that way that they are worthy, radiant, and enough. Don't let anyone take that spark from you. You were born to shine. Think about everything you bring to this world, the happiness, the joy, the spark, the light. I know that sometimes people can bring us down, make us feel unworthy or not enough. It's hard, but remember, we are born to shine. We are born to keep going. We live in a world where everything moves so fast. Social media often makes us believe that everyone is reaching their goals quickly and effortlessly, without struggles. But the truth is, no one shows you how much they've had to overcome, how many problems they've faced, or how many struggles they've endured to get to where they are. There's no shortcut, even if social media tries to make it seem that way. In the end, I am not here to be the one who motivates you to work for your dreams. I just want to tell you that if you have that burning desire for something, if you want to make your dreams come true, there's no shortcut. There's no easy way. You need to work hard and you need to have so much love for what you do, like an incredible amount of love to keep going, to overcome the challenges and to push through all the hustle. But you can do it. Is it simple? Absolutely not. Don't let anyone make you to do something you're not absolutely in love with. You are amazing. And always remember that you bring so much joy and light to the world. You are enough and you are worth it. And this is what I want from my art. I want you to feel that way. I want to see my art all around the world where people can see the light they carry through it. This is my story, and through my paintings, I hope you find a piece of yours too. Can I consider myself a successful artist yet? Absolutely not. Heck, I'm just getting started. I'm still at the very beginning of my art career. But I want to believe in myself, and I hope that I can change the world with my art. If you're still here and made it to the end of the video, I just want to thank you for your support. As a little gift, here's a thank you code for 15% off any limited edition print on my website. Feel free to take a look. And if any painting resonates with you and you feel the light within yourself, I'd be truly honored to have my art at your reach. So guys, don't forget to subscribe. Your support means the world to me. Leave a like, drop a comment, and let me know if my story resonates with you. I'd love to hear yours, truly. Keep making art, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!